We want to eliminate poverty. We want to fight poverty. There's no light in those words. The people that I have worked with are people that they would call an extreme poverty, that really children dying of hunger, mothers having to choose which of their kids they were going to try to save. You meet that mother and you see the anguish in her eyes. And then, you ask them, what do they want? And they say, well, if I could sell what I have, I could have money or to be able to take this kid to the hospital and also to be able to feed my other children. To say these communities are poor and the rest of the world has to solve the problem for them. For me, the lesson for me has been totally opposite. It's with these communities, we discovered a way to enter the gates into a beautiful world. When you have a war, many things happen to you, and then there's few opportunities, and so people start believing that they're really destined to live like that. Sometimes we put labels on people. They're poor, they're this, they're that. And so people start believing that, but when all of a sudden those labels are gone and they just see a reflection of how beautiful they are, I think that's what transforms us. The physical world changes when we're able to change something inside of us, or it reveals itself differently. When these women realize that life can change that way, and that it's been, like working together that it has happened, but working together, I think, on a level where it's not somebody helping another, but people like dreaming together and walking together and not knowing the way, but finding it together. I think that's a real gift. When you're able to dream with somebody, work with somebody, look for a road together, it comes to a point where all there is that light connecting the people. And that is there for everybody. I could tell you, I'm a biologist. I had a master's in agriculture. I wanted to solve poverty, set up through incubating rural businesses and linking them to markets. That's an official story. What is the story of, I think, the real one? There's this scared little girl meeting other scared little boys and girls. And the miracle of life allowing them to connect a little bit. And then realizing that with that connection, a little bit of light came in and we were able to do something together. So bits by bits, you say, yeah, maybe this world is not exactly what I want, but I'm realizing there's a way in which the beautiful world that we want emerges, and it's when there's light. This little girl that was hurt, that was running away, that didn't like the world she believed in, and so protected a lot. I think working with these communities, I was forced to take out all these layers. They were way too heavy. And at the end, it was like, oh my God, they transformed me. I might have changed some things in their lives, but they transformed me because they made me realize the power of really connecting, the power of really feeling like we belong, the power of really acknowledging each other just because we are, not because of what we are. At the beginning, markets were the important thing, but then you see people's eyes and they say, now I know I'm worth something. Now I know I am of value. Now I know I can, now I know I am. Maybe it's so special because you go back to the basics. It's the land, it's happy people together. In communities where you have seen desperation, like this woman, and then, somebody from the outside may come and say she's still poor, but her eyes are bright now. And she knows that she can transform her life and the life of her community. And she knows that she can do it on one hand because the earth has given her the palm leaf, but on the other hand, her hands are magical and she can weave these amazing things. So that woman that had to choose which of her kids was going to survive, she now knows she can make dreams come true. And so other people now from the outside come to these communities and are transformed. Because in what might seem like something that is not a beautiful environment or that it's very limited, the eyes of the people are shining and they are dreaming and they are holding hands. So I have seen people that thought that were rich and had the answers and had just fall apart and let their beautiful being emerge too.